The purpose of yoga. The word yoga in Sanskrit means union, and it refers to the union of the individual consciousness with the cosmic consciousness. Yoga aims to transcend the ego and become a self-realized human being. The ultimate purpose of yoga is enlightenment and the integration of the spirit within the body. Yoga aims to balance the energetic system and gradually awaken the kundalini at the base of the spine. Once Kundalini Shakti rises up the spinal column to meet Shiva at the crown, a divine union occurs, expanding the individual consciousness. When the two opposing masculine and feminine forces become one, the soul is released from the body and exalted over the ego. The individual becomes a yogi or liberated soul. They transcend duality and the elements within themselves, represented by the lower cosmic planes, and attune their consciousness to the spiritual plane which is non-dual. Because yoga is our most ancient method of balancing the energetic system and awakening the kundalini energy. The practice of yoga is very diverse, as there are many different types. Hatha yoga. The word Hatha is translated from Sanskrit to mean sun and moon, with Ha indicating sun energy, while Tha signifies moon energy. Hatha yoga means the harmony or balance between the sun and moon, Pingala, and Ida Nadas, two opposite and complementary aspects of our being. Hatha yoga's higher purpose is optimizing one's health by purifying the energetic channels in the body and maximizing the function of the chakras. It attempts to harmonize the physical body so that it can be transcended. Hatha yoga also gives one control over their internal states so that they gain better awareness and concentration for the purpose of developing and refining the meditative practices of yoga, termed dharana and dhyan. Meditation is a crucial component in all spiritual practices, including yoga. Mudras and bandhas are also classified as part of Hatha yoga. Mudras are physical gestures or body positions that induce psychological and mental changes in one's being. Bandhas are physical energy locks that perform the same function as mudras. Bandhas are primarily used to pierce the three granthis, or psychic knots, that lie along the Sushumna Nadi. The ultimate goal of Hatha yoga is awakening the kundalini and reaching samadhi. Kundalini yoga. The system of yoga focused on awakening the chakric centers to induce a higher state of consciousness. Kundalini yoga involves repetitive movements of the body, synchronized with the breath, coupled with chanting and meditation. It is meant to keep the mind busy by combining several yogic practices simultaneously. Kundalini yoga's ultimate goal is to awaken the kundalini energy at the base of the spine, which activates the major chakras on its upward rise. Its discipline involves simple asana, which allows the practitioner to focus on their energy and have optimal awareness of their body and mind. Karma yoga. The yoga of action. Karma yoga is the system of attaining self-awareness through activity. Its ideals are altruistic as it involves selfless service to others as part of one's larger self, void of attachment to results. The individual aims to align their willpower with the will of God. As such, all of their actions are performed from a higher sense of consciousness. Karma yoga involves being involved in the present moment, which allows one to transcend the ego. It aids in making the mind more calm and peaceful by overcoming personal emotions. Mantra yoga. The yoga of sound. Sound vibrations have an incredible effect on the mind, body, and soul, and they can also produce a change in the material world. Mantra yoga uses the power of sound to induce different states of consciousness through the process of repetition of certain universal sounds, which becomes a mantra. These universal sounds are to be vibrated or chanted with our vocal cords for added effect. Mantras are found in every tradition and often include the names and powers of gods, goddesses, spirits, and other deities. Using mantras evokes energy into the aura, which affects one's consciousness. Many mantras aim at producing mental and emotional tranquility, thereby raising awareness of the inner processes of the mind. The name itself, mantra, means to transcend the working mind. There are 3 ways to chant mantras: Bhaikari, Upanshu, and Mansik. Mantra yoga is a powerful method of introspection as well as aligning one's consciousness with divine forces. Through it, the ultimate aim of yoga can be achieved. Jnana yoga. The yoga is a path of self-inquiry, also known as the path of intuitive knowledge. Although many people think that Jnana yoga is the path of the intellect, perception is predominantly through the Vijnanamaya kosha and not the Manomaya kosha, which is the direct experience of the divine and develops gnosis. Jnana yoga aims to develop an awareness of one's higher self to achieve illuminative knowledge of the mysteries of the universe. It seeks to discern between Maya and the real world of the spirit. Jnana yoga's components include the study of sacred texts, introspection, philosophical discussions, and debates. Kriya yoga. The Sanskrit word kriya means action or movement. Kriya yoga is the science of controlling the prana in the body. One of its aims is to decarbonize the human blood and recharge it with oxygen, which is meant to rejuvenate the brain and spinal centers. The ancient system of Kriya Yoga consists of many levels of pranayama, mantra, and mudra, based on techniques intended to rapidly accelerate your spiritual evolution and lead to communion with one's higher self. Dhyana Yoga. The yoga of meditation. It concerns itself with quieting the mind and enabling greater focus and awareness, which is achieved through the practices of asana, pranayama, mantra, and dharana. Dhyan yoga trains you to keep your mind off the unnecessary things in life and concentrate on what matters. Meditation cuts through illusion, leading to the truth of reality, enabling self-knowledge.